The 93 islands, islets and rocks of the Kornati National Park are crammed with beauty and contradictions. The Kornati are said to be bare, although there are olive groves and various kinds of herbs there. They are also said to be uninhabited, although the Kumatars, or the Mutarians that is, the real owners, have built houses in some 50 bays and devised the first Robinson Crusoe holidays on the Adriatic. The indigenous breed of sheep is a byword for the art of survival, and though it's said they get by on seawater, the fact is that they find fresh water in the hollows and caves. Well, come what may, the beauty and structure of the Kornati Isles make them a unique island group in the Mediterranean, and there's no way you should miss out on them if you ever sail the Adriatic. Let's start exploring from the northwest of Katina Island, that separates the group from Dugiotok. In Katina, a well-known place for sailors' get-togethers, do tie up at Kochsporke Mari's very tidy jetty. Clamber up to the nearby hills that afford nice views, get to know the eloquent parrot Kokolo, and then at Mara's try, for example, tasty monkfish brodette. Between Katina and Kornat Island itself, there is another well-known strait used for getting into and out of the archipelago, Vela Proversa. After that, we'll look up the awe-inspiring Sestritsa lighthouse. There are only a few lights in Kornati, which means it's not very advisable to make night voyages. There is hardly an island or cove in the Kornati one would want to miss, but it's certainly necessary to make an effort to stop on Levernaka, which on its northern side has an excellently protected bay of the same name, while on the south is a marvellous bathing spot in Lojana Bay. More or less across the way from Levernaka on Kornati Island itself are the Shipnata and Lučica bays, and to the south another exceptionally attractive spot, an outlying island called Mana, which has terrific cliffs, a nice bathing site, and the rather twee remains of film sets. Here we are once again back on Kornat, from Kravljačica Bay to the only real settlement on the island, Vrulja. There are 3 quaint streets, sociable donkeys and strange wedding customs. It's a good idea to tie up at the jetty next to Ante Jeret's tavern and try a great homemade herb grappa, and then octopus prepared in any of a number of ingenious ways. From Vrulja we go off to Lopatica Bay, and then off to the open sea again to what is for many the most beautiful marina in the Adriatic, located alongside the islet of Pescara Channel. From the marina, do try a walk up to the top of the hill, where you can get an attractive view of the surrounding archipelago. Take the dinghy to Pescara Island and visit the little church of Our Lady of the Angels. In these Kornati wanderings, think of visiting the pleasant anchorage and bathing spot of Lavca Island, where you can find a sundial on the beach, the odd fisherman, a leisurely angler, and a table for 2. The port of Ravnijakan Islet provides a good haven and the largest jetty in the Kornati. After this, sail round the protected reserve of Purara Islet. However, you can't land because of the rare wild chard that grows only here. From Purara, we'll set sail for the pleasant Bay of Opat, on the very western end of Kornat, which we have, for many sound reasons, placed among the dream point destinations of the central Adriatic. You can choose between tying up at several buoys and a proper jetty. After swimming in the lovely bay, walk up to the peak of the nearby hill, where your reward will be some very attractive views. and then set out on the culinary exploration of Opat restaurant, where the creative cook, Captain Bozhikov, will offer you fresh lobster, clams and warm rolls, or bubitsa from the bread oven, or perhaps scampi in a sauce of dried John Dory roe. We'll go on with our wanderings in Kornati with a visit to Smokvica Vela Island, where you can tie stern first to the pier, swim in some marvellously clear sea, look around the surroundings, and have a delicious lunch in the shade of the Piccolo restaurant. The northern side of Kornat has none of the indebtedness of the rest, and so we'll only stop off at Stinova Bay, where you'll be surprised by the spoiled and sociable local sheep. After that, we'll furl our Kornati sail in the pleasant anchorage of Stavica Bay and Svrsheta Islet.